Okay, I want to talk some about Cron. Cron, anything that has Cron, chronology, chronometer, whatever, it's going to have to do with time. And what this is it gives you a way to execute things over a period of time. If you want something to happen every Monday night at 4 o'clock, if you want to do a backup of the system, whatever, you can use Cron. Some systems will let you use the Cron command as a regular user. Now that leans pretty seriously toward being a security hole, but pretty much any system will let you run them as root. So let's take a real quick look at how this works. Probably the best place to start is to show you the format of the field. You can say man 5 of cron tab. And cron tab would be like, think about the cron table where you list the things you want to do. You've got 5 fields that you need to deal with. They're listed here, I promise. There you go. You've got 5 fields: minutes, hours, the day of the month, and then the day of the week, with 0 being Sunday. So let's take a look at how we could actually implement this. You use the cron tab command to show your cron jobs that you've got set up. So I can say cron tab -L. -L is for list, and it shows there is no cron tab for root. To do this, I'm thinking about this. Cron tab -E. We'll edit your cron tab. Now to begin with, it doesn't give you anything. That's kind of what's a hassle. That's why I showed you the 5 fields to begin with. So I'm going to say insert star, 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 star. Now what the star means is any. So on any minute of any hour of any day of any month, any day of the week, I want to do something. So basically that means every minute you're going to do some process. And what I'm going to do is to say echo hello, and I'm going to send that to /dev/pts/1. Now I've already kind of monkeyed with this, so I know that this is what it's doing. PTS is pseudo terminal, and this is actually the first pseudo terminal. So go with me on it. So just from right here, if I say echo la 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 to dev pts 1, there it went. There that went, and real quick, date. It echoed my la 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 up there, and then immediately after that, hello showed up. And hello showed up because, notice I was 5 seconds after the minute. It's going to do this at 00 after the minute. So what we can do is keep doing the date command until we see the top of the minute roll around. Now over here, it just printed that out. The reason I did it that way is if you don't specify exactly where you want it to spit the message to, by default it's just going to put it into a mail message and then send it to root, and you'll see root, you have new mail, and you'll go read it, and that's where the output from the cron jobs have happened. 45, can we wait 15 seconds to see if it happens again? Seven more seconds. 2, 1, and it should pop in right at the top of the minute. So that's probably the simplest example of a cron job. Now let's say that we wanted something to happen. Let's just come up with a scenario. First off, this is bugging me, so I don't want this popping up all the time, so I'm going to do cron tab -L. There, you can see the job that I have in cron. So now I'm going to do cron tab -R to remove that, and now it's gone.
So a minute is as off as you can do it.
You can't do 30 seconds. You'd have to do something funky to get it to do 30 seconds. What you actually could do is you don't have to give the whole command right there. You could point it to a script. You could have it every minute point to a script, and in your script you would say, do this, sleep 10 seconds, do this, sleep 10 seconds, do this. So that'd be the workaround for it. Let's do something that makes a little bit more sense. Let's say Cron tab, edit. I want it to happen at 4 o'clock every day. Okay, so what would my minutes be? 0, 0. So 0 minutes, 4 o'clock would be 16. And if I wanted it every day, that would be every day of every month, and I don't care what the day of the week is. And then do, just for example, give it some command. So that would happen, right, quit, yeah. That would happen at 4 o'clock on the dot every day. Okay, let's work on some more examples real quick. Okay, here's some examples. I've got 5 commands, and let's see. Run command 1 at 10 a.m. and again at 5 p.m. So what is my syntax going to look like? I can say bump, 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 bump. Command 1. Now that's going to run command 1 every minute, right? So let's see. Let me scratch around. I think I'll put me a header up here so that we can see what's going on real quick. All right, that's beautiful. There's our 5 fields: minute, hour, day, month, day of the week. Okay, if I want this to run at 10 a.m. and at 5 p.m., the hour needs to be set to 0 or 0, 0. Now, if I left it as star and the hour 10 a.m., comma, and 5 is going to be 17. What if I did it that way? That's going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but what's the minute going to be? It's going to do it every minute, so it's going to do 60 times during that. So that's why you have to put in the 0. So now it's going to run once at 10 and then once at 17. It's going to do it every day and every month, and no matter what the day of the week is. Alright, let's go down to this one. I want to run command 2 every 30 minutes for 24 hours a day. Now one way to do this would be 0, 30. And I want it, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, command 2. That works. That runs at the 0 minute and the 30 minute. Now another way to do that is you can say */30, and that works as well. In this situation, it's 6 of one, half dozen the other. If you had it to run every 2 minutes, instead of having to say 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, da 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 da, you could just say */2, and that would run every other minute. Or */5 would run every 5 minutes.
So the /30 is going to make it run
every 30 minutes. Yeah, so it's going to run every 30 minutes, 24 hours a day.
But you have to leave that star there?
The star has to be there. Yeah, it's */30 is that one field. All right, run command 3 at 3 a.m. the first of every month. Okay, again, unless you put a 0 right there, it's going to run every minute of the hour. 3 is going to be, let me move this to where I can see that better. There we go. 3 is going to be the hour. The first of every month, that means 1. And I said every month, and the day of the week doesn't matter, so command 3. So 0 minute, 3 is the hour of the first day of the week, so that's going to run once a month. All right, run command 4 every Sunday night at 1 a.m. There's your minutes. 1 is going to be your hour. And I don't say anything about the day of the month it is. It could be any day of the month. I want it to run every Sunday night, and I don't care about the month. So Sunday is 0. 4. So let's see what we said. 1 a.m., that's easy enough. Don't care what the day of the month it is. I don't care what month it is. I just care that it is Sunday night. So Sunday at 1, that'll work. All right, finally, every 5 minutes, */5. We'll make it run every 5 minutes from 8 to 5 each day. So I can say 8 dash, this is to show you a range, 17. And each day, so each day, each month, each day of the week, command 5. So the different things that we've shown here is you can do a range this way, which is what I just showed. You can do a list this way, and you can actually even do, you can combine the two. You can say 10 to 11 and 17 to 19 if you want to do that. That actually is legitimate. It works. Let's say 10, comma 17. And this slash right here means to do it ever so often. And that stuff is actually in, maybe my VMware back up here. Boop. I'll show you the trick here. If you just say man cron tab, that's more for basic users, and that's cool. If cron is turned on for basic users, which some distributions, rightfully so, have this turned off. But if you do a man 5, it says go to the administrator's man pages and do a man 5 of cron tab. And you can dig through that and it gives more information. There's what I was actually showing you at the beginning. And beyond that, it can show you what you can get away with as far as ranges. So this is showing you commas. There was the funky example I showed you that was a span and a list. And then they were showing you that you can do this star divided by 2 instead of doing this that makes it so long. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Another way to do it, the way that some Unixes are set up, I'm going to say cd to the etc directory, and I'm going to do an ls-d because I don't want to descend in anybody's directory. Cron star. There's a bunch of stuff already in there. I have a cron daily, I have a cron hourly, a cron monthly, and a cron weekly. So let's just take a look at some of these guys. I can see that they're dark blue. That means that they're directories. So if I say ls of cron.daily, log rotate, that makes sense. Notice that they are all green executable stuff. So how about this? Cat cron.daily log rotate. And what this is doing is just every day, it's daily, it's going to rotate the logs to see if they need to be rotated. Make what is, mlocate, well, RPM does. RPM. These are all scripts you'd have to dig through and figure out what's going on with them. But it's just stuff that's going to happen over whatever period of time. There's a cron weekly. ls cron weekly. Raid check, make what is. So there's stuff that's going on there too. So this just, what you can do is just put a script in one of those, and then you don't have to fool with cron. This is kind of like an implementation of cron. Cron is pushing this, but the operating system and the developers have been real nice and have already given you just directories that everything that is in cron weekly is going to get run once a week. Okay, what I'm looking for was etc cron tab. If I do a vim of etc cron tab, this is kind of like the systems cron tab. And those will sort of make sense when you see these examples. It's saying, it's got just some stuff set up here to tell where to send the stuff. But at minute 1, in the first minute of any hour, any day of the month, any whatever, it is going to run whatever is in the cron hourly directory. So at minute 1 of every hour, it's going to run whatever's in that directory. At 4:02, that's kind of funny. At 4:02 in the morning, it's going to start running all the stuff that is in daily. At 4:22 on Sundays, it's going to run weekly. And it's neat how they kind of spaced it out to where they're not tripping over each other. And finally, on the first day of the month at 4:42 in the morning, it's going to run what's in Cron monthly. So that gives you just another way to put in jobs on this system. Now, those directories may not be on every system. Red Hat or CentOS is just making it kind of comfortable for you. So that's Cron. The whole thing is just to make sure that you've got those 5 fields and know how to put them in there, and that pretty well lets you do it.